Let me ask you something that might challenge everything you've believed about attraction. What if it's not about your looks, your car, or your paycheck? What if it's all about the first few words that come out of your mouth? Welcome back. My friend, I know we live in a world where men are constantly told to be taller, richer, buffer. We're made to believe attraction is earned through status symbols and six-packs. But if that were true, why are some of the most unforgettable men often the ones who don't look the part? Let me give you a little secret I've learned. After coaching thousands of men and analyzing real conversations in real environments, from coffee shops to cocktail bars, attraction starts with language. That's not about the flash, it's about connection. And that connection, it begins with a single phrase. Think about it. Have you ever met someone who said just one thing, and you couldn't stop thinking about them? It wasn't what they looked like. It was how they made you feel. That's the magic of using the right words in the right moment. And here's the best part. This isn't guesswork. This isn't some gimmick. It's backed by psychology, grounded in studies from Harvard, Stanford, and real-world results with men just like you. These aren't pickup lines from some shady forum. These are techniques that help you speak directly to emotion, where attraction really happens. In the next few minutes, I'll show you 3 simple phrases that work, like keys, not to manipulate, but to unlock a deeper, more authentic connection. Phrases that can turn a forgettable conversation into a moment she'll replay in her mind. This isn't about impressing her, it's about expressing you in a way that finally lands. So take a breath, drop the pressure, and get ready to see attraction from a completely new angle. Let's be real for a moment. Most men, when they think about attraction, focus on what to say, the right line, the clever opener, the perfect response. They memorize scripts like they're studying for an exam, hoping the words alone will do the magic. But here's the truth, one I've learned the hard way and seen confirmed time and again through real conversations. It's not about what you say. It's about how you make her feel. That subtle shift changes everything. Because when a woman remembers a man, it's rarely because of his exact words. It's because of the emotion he evoked. Maybe he made her laugh in a way that felt effortless. Maybe he made her feel seen in a room full of noise. Maybe she walked away thinking, there was something different about him and I don't know why. That why is what we're here to explore. And it's not just a theory. It's backed by psychology. Studies from Harvard, Stanford, and even UCLA show that the most impactful communication doesn't happen on the surface. It speaks directly to the emotional brain. It bypasses logic and lands straight in the feeling center of the mind. This is where the 3 phrases I'm about to share come into play. They're not cheesy lines. They're not manipulative tricks. They're more like emotional tuning forks, subtle signals that say, I get you, I'm different, and this moment matters. It's easy to get caught in the trap of trying too hard, saying too much, overthinking every word. But the real magic happens when you connect, not when you perform. So I invite you to shift your focus. Instead of asking, what should I say next? Ask, how do I want her to feel in this moment? That's when the conversation becomes something more. Not just words, but a spark, a rhythm, a memory. And that's where attraction truly begins. Have you ever been in a conversation and someone says, you know what, never mind, and suddenly your brain won't let it go? That's curiosity at work. It's not manipulation. It's psychology. Humans are wired to seek closure. When someone leaves a thought dangling, our mind automatically starts trying to finish the sentence. We need to know. And in conversation, that need turns into attention, into intrigue. Here's where the curiosity trigger comes in. It's one of the most underrated yet powerful ways to instantly grab someone's emotional focus without being obvious. The trick? You start a thought and then casually let it trail off. Say something like, you remind me of, actually forget it. Or, there's something about you that, nah, it's probably nothing. Delivered in a relaxed, natural way, it creates just enough mystery to spark her curiosity. Not in a fake, theatrical way, but in a way that makes her wonder, what was he thinking? What did he notice about me? And that moment, when she wonders, is when the dynamic changes. You're no longer just another guy asking small talk questions. You become a question she wants to answer. But here's the key. Don't leave it empty. When she comes back later, because she will, have something real to share. Something authentic. Not about her looks, but about who she is. For example, I was going to say, you explain things in a way that's surprisingly thoughtful. Or, you remind me of someone who's really comfortable in their own skin. You're not just creating curiosity. You're showing you see her. And in a world full of shallow talk, being seen is rare. It's powerful. The curiosity trigger isn't about being mysterious for mystery's sake. It's about inviting connection through intrigue, then delivering something meaningful when the moment's right. Try it, not with a script, but with presence. Notice something real, pause, and let the silence do its magic. Let's talk about compliments, because let's be honest, most of them fall flat. Telling a woman she's beautiful? She's heard that 1,000 times before breakfast. By the time she's 25, she's built an emotional filter that blocks surface-level flattery like a pop-up ad. But what if I told you that the most attractive compliment has nothing to do with her looks? It's what I call the secret compliment. And no, it's not hidden because it's clever. It's secret because it touches a part of her that most people never notice. You see, real compliments, the kind that land, aren't about beauty. They're about presence. They're about showing her that you see the things she doesn't even realize are being seen. There's actual science behind this. Research from Princeton shows that compliments focused on skills and character traits are far more attractive than physical flattery. Skill-based compliments are 3 times more effective. Character-based ones are remembered 5 times longer. And unique behavior? That lights up the reward center of the brain. Here's what that looks like in real life. You know, most people talk over others, but you make people feel heard. There's this rare mix of confidence and warmth about you. It's not common. The way you explained that, it showed real depth, not just knowledge. It's about making her feel seen, not just looked at. And let me tell you, from experience and hundreds of conversations I've coached, when you notice the things most overlook, you instantly separate yourself from the crowd. It's not game playing. It's emotional awareness. Now, this only works if it's genuine. Don't fake it. Don't try to sound deep. Just observe, listen, reflect what's real back to her. In a world obsessed with appearances, giving someone the gift of being truly recognized is rare. It's memorable. It's magnetic. So next time you feel the urge to say, "You look great," tonight, pause and ask yourself, what's something about her character that just stood out to me? Then say it, softly, honestly, and watch how different the energy becomes. Let's be honest, most first conversations feel like job interviews. What do you do? Where are you from? What are your hobbies? It's predictable, it's safe, and it's completely forgettable. Here's the truth. When you follow that same pattern, you fall into the same category as everyone else. And in a world where attention is rare and chemistry is even rarer, that's not where you want to be. So let me show you a little shift, a small but powerful change that flips the script and rewires the energy between you and her. It's called the reverse question. Instead of answering her question straight, you reflect it back, playfully, with calm confidence, not as a deflection. But as a way to invite mystery, curiosity, and deeper engagement, she asks, "Why are you single?" You smile and say, "Good question. What's your theory?" Or she asks, "What are you looking for in a relationship?" And you lean in, slightly raise an eyebrow and say, "You first, what do you think I want?" It creates what I call playful tension, a light spark that says, this isn't just an interview, this is a dance. And the psychology behind it is powerful. Instead of putting all the social pressure on you, you invite her to think, engage, and even qualify herself to you. She becomes curious, she starts wondering about you, and suddenly the dynamic shifts. It's no longer about you trying to impress her. It becomes a real two-way connection. Add some subtle elements. Eye contact, not intense, but steady. A small smirk, as if you're holding back something fun. A delayed smile after she answers. And the bait switch. Close, but the real reason is even more interesting. This isn't about playing games. It's about creating space for authenticity to show up in a fresh, unexpected way. Because the truth is, when you stop trying to win someone over and instead invite them to be curious about you, that's when real intrigue begins. So let's pause for a moment. We've just gone through 3 powerful phrases, tools, not tricks, that can shift the energy in a conversation and make someone feel truly seen. But I want to leave you with something deeper. Because this isn't about pickup lines. It's not about manipulation. It's about something far more meaningful, genuine connection. If you've made it this far, it means you care, not just about dating, but about showing up with more confidence, more awareness, and more authenticity in how you relate to others. And honestly, that's rare. See, we live in a world full of noise. Everyone's trying to stand out, get attention, be heard. But the real magic? It's not in being louder, it's in being more attuned to the person in front of you, to the moment, and to the energy you're sharing. So don't try to master all. 3 phrases at once. Choose just one. Try it in the real world. Notice what changes, not just in how people respond, but in how you feel showing up differently. Because these aren't gimmicks, they're invitations. Invitations to connect, to listen, to be curious, and to be the kind of person who leaves a mark, not with perfection, but with presence. And hey, if this resonated with you, I've got something exciting next. In our next video, I'll be breaking down a subtle but powerful move I call the toucan eye trick, a non-verbal technique used by some of the most charismatic men in history. So if you're ready to go deeper, hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and let's keep this journey going, because connection isn't something you chase. It's something you create by being real. I'll see you in the next one. If this video sparked something inside you, maybe a new perspective, a deeper curiosity, or just the feeling that you're ready for more, don't let that fade. Because here, it's not just about dating. It's about becoming the kind of man who connects with clarity, leads with presence, and communicates with heart. And if that's a journey you want to be on, I'd be honored to walk it with you. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell, and join this growing community of thoughtful, intentional men. Every week we break down real tools for real connection, backed by science, built on self-awareness, and delivered with honesty. Until next time, stay grounded, stay curious, and most of all, stay real. I'll see you in the next video.